your body may be aging faster than your actual age. You may be 45 years old, but internally, your body could already be functioning like it's 65. And most people don't realize it until the warning signs start showing up. Things like waking up exhausted, losing muscle faster, brain fog, stubborn belly fat, and poor recovery.
As a physician, one of the most common things I hear is, "Doctor, I thought this was just normal aging." But many of these symptoms are actually signs the body is aging faster internally, and sometimes years before serious disease appears. Today, I will show you 7 warning signs that your biological age may be accelerating, and most importantly, what you can start doing now to slow that process naturally.
And sign number 6 is one many people dismiss for years without realizing it, and may be affecting both the brain and the heart at the same time.
First sign is your walking speed. As we age, many people begin moving more slowly without realizing it. They simply start walking slower over time, not because they want to, but because the body is quietly losing muscle reserve. And medically, this matters more than most people think. Walking speed is now considered one of the strongest indicators of overall health and longevity. Think about the last time you crossed a parking lot, walked through an airport, or climbed stairs. Do you move with energy, or does your body feel heavier than it used to?
Because walking involves far more than just your legs. It reflects how well your muscles, nerves, cardiovascular system, balance, and even brain processing speed are functioning together.
And in the clinic, slower gait speed is often one of the earliest signs that the body is losing physiological reserve, because walking requires almost every major system in the body to work together, as stated earlier. And here is what makes this even more concerning.
Studies have shown that slower gait speed is associated with higher risks of frailty, hospitalization, cognitive decline, and even earlier mortality. But here's the encouraging part. This is one of the most reversible signs on this list. And the reason why may surprise you. Your body adapts incredibly fast to movement, and your walking speed can improve surprisingly fast when you target the real causes.
Even moderate resistance training and brisk walking can improve mobility, insulin sensitivity, circulation, and mitochondrial function. Also, do not forget about protein intake and adequate sleep as well.
This next sign catches many people off guard. It is one of the earliest signs that muscle aging may already be accelerating.
Try this with me for a moment. Can you stand from a chair without using your hands? And can you do it smoothly? Because this simple movement reveals far more than leg strength.
It reflects lower body power, balance, nervous system coordination, muscle reserve, and overall physical resilience. As we age, muscle loss known as sarcopenia can silently accelerate, and many people don't notice it until everyday movements suddenly become difficult.
But here is something fascinating. Muscle is one of the most anti-aging tissues in the human body. The right types of resistance training can literally improve biological aging markers. For example, squats, chair rises, adequate protein intake, resistant bands all improve biological aging and longevity. In fact, the more muscle we maintain as we age, the better we tend to regulate blood sugar, inflammation, metabolism, and physical independence. Now, this next sign is one many people laugh off initially.
Balance doesn't just come from your legs, it comes from your brain. And this is where things start getting really interesting. Balance depends on communication between your inner ear, eyes, nerves, muscles, and brain. And when those systems stop communicating efficiently, stability begins to decline.
Here is one simple test I want you to try today. Try standing on one leg for 10 seconds. If that feels surprisingly difficult, your body may already be showing subtle neurological aging. But most people never realize balance can actually be retrained. Focusing on routine activities such as Tai Chi, balance drills, resistance training, or walking barefoot safely indoors is a big boost. But here is what gives me hope as a physician. The brain remains remarkably adaptable throughout life. This next sign is probably one of the most misunderstood because many people think belly fat is only cosmetic. But medically, visceral fat behaves very differently. This is not just about appearance. And some of the most dangerous fat in the body is the fat you cannot fully see. In fact, this fat behaves almost like a biological aging accelerator.
Here is what you need to know. Visceral fat surrounds internal organs, and unlike ordinary fat, it actively releases inflammatory chemicals into the body, which means it may accelerate heart disease, brain aging, fatigue, insulin resistance, and chronic inflammation. And the most dangerous part,
some people develop significant visceral fat even while appearing relatively normal weight externally. Here is the self-assessment for you. Do you gain fat mostly around the waist? Do you feel constantly inflamed, sluggish, or tired after meals? Now, here is the hopeful part.
Visceral fat often responds faster than people expect when the right metabolic changes happen. And here is where lifestyle changes can produce surprisingly powerful improvements. Individuals that engage in resistance training, walking after meals, adequate sleep, high-protein diet, and reducing ultra-processed foods have been shown to experience maximum benefit.
Now let's talk about something many people struggle to describe. Brain fog. That feeling where your thinking feels slower, your focus weaker, and your mental clarity less reliable. Many people assume brain fog is simply stress. Sometimes it is, but sometimes it's the brain asking for help. And what causes this may surprise you.
brain fog is often linked to poor sleep, chronic inflammation, insulin resistance, stress hormones, and reduced blood flow. In other words, many of the same things that age the body also age the brain. Let me ask you this. Do you feel mentally slower than before? Do simple tasks feel mentally exhausting? If you answer yes, you may be experiencing brain fog. But the brain is far more adaptable than most people realize. And this is exactly why improving physical health, such as sleep optimization, exercise, omega-3 foods, intake, blood sugar control, and sun exposure often improve mental clarity.
This next sign may be the one I hear about most often in the clinic. Doctor, I am tired all the time. And it is in fact one of the most overlooked warning signs of accelerated aging because people normalize it.
But constant fatigue is not something the body is designed to accept. Persistent fatigue can reflect mitochondrial dysfunction, poor metabolic health, sleep disorders, chronic inflammation, or cardiovascular stress.
Now, if you wake up tired, even after a full night's sleep, or rely heavily on caffeine just to function, then this next point is critical. Energy improves when the body becomes metabolically healthier, not simply when you rest more. Starting today, plan to engage in routine exercise, proper hydration, sleep consistency, and stress reduction. Here is the good news. Biological aging is not completely fixed. The body is constantly responding to how we move, sleep, eat, recover, and manage stress.
You do not need perfection. Small changes repeated consistently can produce profound effects over time, and the earlier these warning signs are recognized, the more opportunity you have to slow the process.
If you want to stay stronger, sharper, and healthier as you age, subscribe and join me each week for physician-backed strategies designed to help your body age slower naturally.